Hi, and welcome to another LRCC Soundbite. I hope you've had a great week. This week, in what I'm doing, Jesus is causing controversy again. He's doing things when other people think he shouldn't be. Let me explain by going right back to the beginning. Let's go right back to the very beginning of time, as the Bible describes it, the very start. There we find stories about how the universe was created with the earth in it and plants and animals and humans, all of it. And it talks about how God created everything in 6 days, and on the seventh day God rested. Now, I'm not going to get into whether they're literal days or not. That's a chat for another time. Always get in touch if you want to have that chat. Happy to share my thoughts with you. But the idea that I just want to take from that is that as humans, we were designed with a time for rest. Rest is not a bad thing. Rest is a necessary part of how we were designed. This went on. When the Israelites were given the laws for their nation, one of them was not only should there be a day of rest when you don't do your normal work, but on that day, you take time to concentrate on God and worship Him. Are you with me? Well, as the law developed and was interpreted, people started to build this long list of things that you should or shouldn't do on this day of rest, the day called Sabbath. Now, today's story of Jesus takes place on the Sabbath day, the day of rest, and Jesus is there in the synagogue teaching the people. A woman came in who was very sick. Jesus placed his hands on her and told her that she was now well. Immediately a miracle happened and she was free of the last 18 years of trouble. Surely this is something people would be thankful for, something people would praise God for, something that would just be amazing. You'd go home and you'd talk about it forever. But the man in charge of the synagogue was very unhappy. I suspect livid is a better term actually. He thought that healing somebody was contrary to the law and shouldn't be done on the Sabbath because that was work. He even suggested that this woman should have gone away and come back another day to be healed. This is not what Jesus was thinking, of course. Jesus' idea was very different. Why should it matter what day it is if someone is in need? That need is urgent and it should be met as soon as it possibly can be. You don't tell people to go away because they're desperate and come back another day. Jesus explained with a story on a similar occasion. If your son fell into a well on the Sabbath, would you just leave him there till the next day, or would you pull him out? The answer's obvious. And there was no response that anyone could make to disagree. So this week I want to encourage us to look for need around us. And don't put it off. Don't think that another day or another time would be more convenient. That's not the way that Jesus suggests we should live. Rather, when we see need, we should do what we can to address it right there and then, in the moment. Surely, if we can do that, then we will make this world a better and brighter place for people who are possibly in really hard and dark places, just at the moment where they need it most. God bless you. I do hope you have a great week, and I'll see you next time.